to make that meme. I got it from an anonymous source. Let's see. Palmyra says, after the reading you said you did on Odyssey and Rumble, I'm going to assume you saw none other chats over on your Rumble app. It is like a desert over there. No interactions, options, ridiculous. I don't know what that is. I know the Rumble app is being developed out. So here's the thing, guys. Rumble went, I'll talk about this later. We got the Unbreaded to read. We got the Unbreaded to read. I don't have time for this nonsense. The attack must be so much that when it is finished, reach up. When the attack is done, there is no way for them to exist. The attack must take everything from them. The attack must take everything away. The attack must take everything away. The attack must finish what began 450 years ago. The attack must finish our enemy. The attack must finish all of our enemies. The attack must be more than punishment. The attack must be more than a lesson. The attack must be more than suffering. The attack must be more than painful. It is not enough to hurt them. The attack must be so perfect, so final. Get blood cancer, both of you, that we wonder if it's already happened and if they're afraid to know. The attack must be so much that it's unspeakable for me to say it. The attack must be so much that if I were any more specific of it, it would upset you, although you have no sympathy for them. Although you care nothing about their lives. Although you care nothing about them. It must be so much that the two of us who care nothing about them would be uncomfortable. Which is to say that it's unthinkable. Which is to say that it cannot be thought, which is to say that even as it's happening, even as you're doing it, that it overdoes itself, that it's outdone, The attack must outdo itself, that even as it is, we can't even conceive it, we can't even fathom it as we're doing it. It's got to be so much that in one move, the language never catches up to it. We don't have words for it yet, and when it's done, there won't be a way to think about it. Everything will already be changed, and so completely different that we won't be able to speak the way we did before it happened. We won't be able to be the way we were before it happens. So there will be no purpose, no way, no one to talk to about it. It must be so direct, so final, so much that there's nothing more that could ever be. There's nothing that could be remembered of it. There's nothing else. It must be the final, so that we can't use the alphabet anymore, so that we can't use the calendar anymore, so that the days of the week end, so that it happens and there is no tomorrow, so that if it happened on a Saturday, the next day has no name, and the next day has no end, and the next day has no shape, the next day has no hours, the next day has no minutes, the next day has no breath, the next day has no name, the next day has no words, the next day has no alphabet, the next day has no letters, the next day has no wait, the next day has no start or end. The next day has no width. The next day has no height. The next day after the attack has nothing. The attack must be so much that everything is finished. Unbreaded! There we go, ladies and gentlemen of the chat. There we go. I don't know. This man. This man has some ideas about what's going on. And, well, what a mystery. What a mystery. About what may happen next. Whew. Okay, so there you go. That is Matthew C. Harris's book, Death Sentences, of which we read a page every now and then to remind us of the philosophy of UCLA and Duke University.